You are listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson.
Hey guys, Michael here with Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast. Today is episode 42. It is October 23rd, 2022, and how are you? If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe and go on over to the blog, hellocupcakeitsme.com, or go check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/hellocupcakeitsme. So, 42 episodes, and we're just days away from Halloween. Oh my god, where has this year gone? It seems like it dragged out there for a second, and now like you blink and we're already into the next month of so just catch you guys up a little bit, because I know the last one has been like a couple of weeks since I've done episode, and I'm sorry about that because I've been going through some massive depression and just like feeling like absolute dog shit. So sorry about all that. But we are still kicking butt and taking names in trivia, except for the people who put on the trivia now have kind of done us all really dirty. Instead of waiting until the end of a season, they have been adding new bars right in the middle of our seasons or what have you, and putting them directly into the bronze division and letting them like come in at basically the bottom of the ninth and allowing them to progress further ahead of us. And it seems like it's a bunch of crap. And I actually called them out on their Facebook page and sent them a letter directly telling them, you know what, I think this is absolute bullshit. Like, that would be like running a marathon and then the last 40 or 50 yards allowing brand new players or brand new runners to get into the race and race from that, and instead of having to run the full thing, only had to run like 40 or 50 yards. So I know that my voice has fallen on deaf ears, and I don't care. I'm 100% a Karen on this one, that you know it shouldn't be allowed. There should be a starter division and then bronze, silver, platinum, or bronze, silver, gold, platinum. But whatever. For being a bar that's in a small town and at most having 15 players on any given night, I think we do pretty damn good for ourselves. But, that's whatever. Also, this weekend was the opening of Black Adam starring The Rock. I'm not going to give away too many spoilers, so if you haven't seen it yet, you're going to be fine. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'm going to give away any spoilers, but it was okay. Definitely, the script kind of felt rushed and didn't really. I feel like it didn't really encompass who Black Adam was. So, like, if you were a fan of Black Adam from the comic books, you're probably going to hate this movie. Which is, that goes to without saying for most comic book to movie transformations. However, Dwayne Johnson did do a good job in portraying Black Adam. I'm not too crazy about the cast of the Justice Society, or whatever they were calling themselves. Hawkman was too like powered up. Dr. Fate didn't have enough power, and Atom Smasher and I think her name was Tornado or Cyclone or something like that, they were just like comic goofy relief in my personal opinion. But So it's going to be interesting to see the development of the Black Adam character and how he falls into the Marvel DC universe, and if there's going to be a Shazam Black Adam movie or if it's going to be a strictly Superman versus Black Adam type situation. Um, and if you're any kind of a geek or comic book nerd or whatever you want to call yourself, you know that Black Adam is a magical powered character versus a super powered human. And so the difference being is, he wasn't born with those abilities or he didn't gain those abilities. He was granted them by wizards. So Superman is susceptible to magic and doesn't do very well fighting against magic. So we'll see how it plays out in the future movies or whatever. But I am excited that we have all the new superhero movies on the horizon, and there's several coming up over the next couple of weeks that I'm really excited to go see. Cannot wait for the new Doctor Strange to come out, and there's also side projects happening in both the Marvel and the DC universe, and Marvel has hinted at doing a special look at like Silver Surfer and who else were they thinking about doing? It was like a bunch of just different characters, and I'm actually really excited about the Silver Surfer one. Um, I like the Silver Surfer storyline, and I think that we needed that to be explored a little bit better than what they did in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. But whatever. And yeah, this podcast is extremely geeky today because, well, it's something that I'm passionate about and know quite a bit about. So, anyways, moving along from movies and stuff like that. I also just got done watching the Jeffrey Dahmer one on Netflix with Peter Evans and CC Nash. And, I really kind of enjoyed it. Made me feel a different sort of way about Jeffrey Dahmer than what I had. I mean, prior to going into this, I really didn't have any forbear knowledge of him or like anything that he had done or whatever outside of the fact that um he was a cannibal and he was a murderer and everything. Like, I was in probably fourth or fifth grade when he was captured in 92. Yeah, I was like fourth or fifth grade. So I never really paid attention to the news as a child growing up, but you'd hear your parents talking about it, or you'd see it while you're waiting on your cartoons or your show to start, news at 11 or whatever. So if it was anything close to what actually happened, I can empathize with why Domner did some of the things that he did. And I think that Peter Evans did really well in portraying that. And I think CC Nash did very well in portraying the next door neighbor that had to deal with all of that crap. Now, a lot of people are worried about Peter Evans' mental health state because when he did another role, he had to go into therapy for like a year or so, just kind of like desensitize or deprogram himself from like being in that role. So God only knows what he's going to be going through in this with this role. But yeah, I watched that, and now I'm also I just started watching The Watcher on Netflix, which is based on a true story. of a couple who basically sink all their finances into buying the home of their dreams, and how the neighbors around them are like really weird and kind of cultish. So it's a bit dry and kind of drawn out for my taste, but still entertaining. Especially if you got nothing else to watch and you're doing nothing else that day. It's a good thing to just kind of like turn on and zone out on. But yeah. And not this last weekend, but the following weekend, the weekend of the 15th, my girlfriends and I, well, me to a lesser extent, but my girlfriends, um, put on a witches walk where everyone dressed up as witches and walked through town and gave out candy and had like little costume prizes and so on and so forth. And that was a lot of fun. Everything fell apart for me that day, though. Like, I was having a costume malfunction. My makeup wasn't looking good. The prosthetics that I had kept falling off. I was 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes late. And it was just by the grace of the gods that I found a parking spot, because all of downtown was so packed from all the people who showed up, plus all the tourists and stuff. We had just over 230 people show up, I believe was the final count. But it was a lot of fun, a lot of just like good energy, no fighting. Everyone was just there having a good time. The kids seemed to have fun. Some of the things that were planned never got put into place. So, like, I was told that we were going to have games and we were going to do this and that and the other thing. And so I kept asking my friends, I'm like, when's the games happening? Well, we're not having games. Well, why not? We have everything set. Or, I bought stuff to play games with, and I've done this and I've done that or whatever. So anyways, long story short, it was a good day, had fun. And I still have my nails painted from that, and it was like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And it's so strange to me that in 2022, men walking around with nail polish gets the looks that we do. Like, men can wear makeup and nail polish also. Yeah, it's not the traditional norm, but it's the new norm. And I was walking through this through the grocery store completely dressed up still, and I had on what I thought at the time was red lipstick, but the lipstick that I had on I didn't realize was color changing, so it went from red to pink. And I had my nails done, my hair was done. I had on like a black poet shirt. I had on a red velvet skirt that went down to my ankles, but um yeah, went was like mid calf length anyways. And then I had black and red stockings on underneath that. And just watching people like give me the like ugly eye as I'm walking through, and I'm not even paying attention to them because I'm like so just exhausted and dead and wanting to go to sleep, because I had had several emotional days prior to that. And yeah, so anyways, my nails were painted like this dark burgundy color, and it had a little bit of a shimmer on it, and I decided to paint over it with a darker blue color that's like a midnight blue. And my doctor made notice of it, and he said something about like, oh wow, it's kind of strange to see men in nail polish, but I guess it's not something so uncommon nowadays or whatever. And he's an older gentleman. He's like in his mid to late 60s, and from New Jersey or New York, somewhere back there. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever, blah blah. But I mean, I I notice if men are wearing makeup or nail polish or whatever, but I see it as like a meh, whatever. Do you, buddy? If your makeup is looking fierce, I'm going to tell you, dude, your makeup looks amazing or whatever. But yeah, it's just kind of weird how it's still kind of taboo for some people to see men in nail polish, or that they automatically assume, oh well, he must be gay or something like that. Like, why does wearing nail polish make you gay or not or whatever? Like, MMA wrestlers wear it to hide the bruising under their fingernails from like their nails turning black or whatever. And they actually have a men's line of nail polish and stuff like that. I think, if it was bright purple or bright pink or whatever, that might turn heads a little differently. But even then, it shouldn't matter. Just like, shut up and leave people alone. Quit judging them like a pig at the county fair. But I digress. So with Halloween coming up, and already having done one event, I don't know if I'm going to be doing any other events. As far as I know, there's not any other parties or anything going on. Um, if anything does happen, I might go ahead and just put on my witch attire again and just go out looking like the fattest little witch on the planet. Because I saw a couple of side shots of me. I was like, God damn, if I don't look like the letter D. But yeah, so don't know if I'm going to be doing anything else for Halloween. What about you guys? Do you have anything planned? I would love to know. Hit me up in the comments or shoot me an email, hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. Also, watch the new Hocus Pocus. It only took 20 something years for it to show back up. I was actually kind of disappointed in the way that they put it together. It was more like a Disney backlot movie versus a full-on cinematic quality of a movie. Like, if you look at the original versus how this Hocus Pocus is, there's a huge difference in film quality. Like, the original one made you feel like it was an actual movie. This one was kind of like a little bit more campy and a little bit more just like Disney than I thought it should be, but still really good. And for 76 years old, Bette Midler fucking rocked it. And the little girls that played them as children were freaking amazing. And I think that we should have a couple of movies where it's just the young girls coming into their witchhood. But yeah, so anyways, well, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them in the notes down below. And until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You have been listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson. Please make sure to check back often as new episodes are released bi-weekly. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to send a message to hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. And until next time, stay happy, safe, and keep doing the best you can with what you have been given.